Hey folks, father and son back here once again, ready for some action. As you can see, my son, my little boy has got a screwdriver in his hands. Yes, that's right. He's very DIY savvy around the home, around the house. Isn't it, son? Say hello.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
Thumbs up. There you go. A little limelight attention there for my son in this video talk. I want to talk to you guys about allowing people to make mistakes for themselves. Yes, that's right. I'm not talking about warnings and just advice. Advice should only be given if it's asked for. Advice should only be used tactfully. Let's just put that aside for now. But I'm just talking about generally allowing people to grow, to develop, to learn. If you're telling a person what to do and they end up doing it wrong, they end up making a mistake, check this. Guess who do you think? Who do you think is going to get the blame? I've just pointed it at you. Because you are the person who's going to get the blame. Because you've told them what to do and they flopped. And they're going to come back to you and they're going to curse you. They're going to shout at you and they're going to swear at you. There's a possibility of that could happen. I'm not saying it will happen, but there might be a possibility of a little confrontation kicking off. Now, check this. If you had allowed them to grow, allowed them to develop, and allowed them to make that sort of mistake, they have only got themselves to blame. They would take accountability fully. There's no other person that they can blame but themselves. And this is the type of thing that makes them grow and develop. This makes them responsible and accountable, because for next time, they know where they went wrong by their mistakes. They know how painful that was and how hurt. And they got hurt in this process. They're very unlikely to do that again unless they're stupid. Unless they're refining their ways. Does that make sense, people? Unless that they got a bad habit of doing the same thing over and over again and they've not learned. So therefore they need a harder warning. They need to get to the point where enough is enough. There's a cut-off point. And that's something totally different. But I'm just talking about generally. Allow people to grow. Allow them to learn for themselves. In life, it's all about deciding and deciphering when they need help. How to help them. And do they really want your help at the end of the day? And that's down to experience, trial and error, flop and fail. And knowing your person well enough. Building a good established relationship with them to give them the right kind of advice, to give them the right kind of warnings, messages, as it were. And this is all done through time, effort, commitment, sacrifice, and communication and understanding each other. This is what it's about. Because if you're always saying, see, I told you so, and you're rubbing it in their face when they flopped and fallen and failed, then they're very unlikely to turn to you, to come to you again. Just be there as a support. Have open arms for them, because when they fall, they need someone to help pick them back up and rebuild themselves so they can grow. That is what it's about. You are there as an assistance to assist wherever they need, even if they failed at something. Even if you know yourself that they're going to flop, they're going to fail. And you're at that point where if you say something, they're not going to listen, then it's about time you allow them to make that choice for themselves. You can't enforce a decision upon them. They'll only rebel. And if they do listen to you, then they're going to come back for you. Because of the fact that was enforced upon them. This is what I'm trying to say. Allow a person to grow. It's like a child. A child would make so many amount of mistakes. Time and time again. But what are you going to do? Are you going to get impatient, or are you going to embrace the child and try and build a quality, a better relationship in terms of where you can understand the child a lot more better? So you can help them. So you can identify and decipher what sort of help do they actually need. Do they need you there on standby when they can come to you? Are you the type of person who is approachable? And if you are approachable, then you can't enforce things upon people. You can either indirectly give them advice. You can be direct. It depends on what they want at the end of the day. Be clear and know who you're dealing with. So, those are just a couple of things I thought I might share with you guys out there. It might be such an obvious thing, allow them to make mistakes and this and that. Sometimes in life, people have to burn in order to not do something ever again. And sometimes it's allowing people to just burn a little bit. but not too much. And it's about knowing when to interject and not reject. This is what I'm talking about, people. Be gentle, be humble, but not harsh. So, that is my message for today. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many, as well as yourself. Bye for now.